Hi everyone, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. Press the like button if you like this video or you are going to like it. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. And if you've been subscribed, thank you so much for being one of our over 2,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to be discussing an unethical practice in private security called ghosting. So let's talk about what that entails. So let's just say you have a patrol route and you cover 10 properties on this patrol route. Well, something happened at another property. There's some type of incident, and that incident required you to divert a lot of attention to that property and divert a lot of attention away from the other properties that you're supposed to be patrolling. So that night, you're only able to actually patrol 9 properties instead of 10. Yet, your management staff is aware of the situation, yet they bill the client for that patrol, when in fact, the truth of the matter is you never patrolled that property because something happened at the other property. So this is called ghosting, and it's very, very common in the private security industry. Unfortunately, it's fraud, you guys. It's a form of fraud. It's a form of theft. And let me discuss what theft is. So theft is basically when you're taking money, you're taking services away from the person of another, whether this be a business or a real person. When you're billing this person for services that were never performed, that's a version of fraud. I mean, this person actually believes that you patrolled the property, and they paid you for that, and you never did. Now, is a district attorney going to prosecute something like this? Maybe not. But maybe, you never even know. Now, if that patrol, okay, if you bill the client, let's say $500 or $600 for the night, and I'm just throwing some random numbers out there, that would be, and then you didn't patrol, you ghosted it, they count, that's a misdemeanor crime. Now, I believe in California, felony theft would be anything over $950. So if you bill the client $951 for that night that you didn't patrol, that would be that'd actually be a felony in California. Now, what properties will pay you over $950 something to patrol the property for 5 minutes? I don't think a lot of those properties exist. I'm just using some examples out there. But if this is constant practice and the total amount equals well over $950 over the course of 2 months or even up to a year, you guys, that's multiple felony violations being committed. So be very careful. And if you're aware of if you're a private security officer and you're aware, you know what you're doing, and management isn't in agreement with it, or they're actually encouraging you to do that, and you actually engage in this fraudulent practice, guys, that is a conspiracy. That's an conspiracy. You're the accessory. A conspiracy is when 2 or more people agree to commit a crime. You agree to defraud this company, this client. That's a crime, you guys. So not only is there theft, there's also conspiracy. Now, is a district attorney or prosecutor going to charge you for a conspiracy? I don't know, guys. They're not charging a lot of people for a lot of different crimes, especially now because of a lack of manpower, lack of prosecutors at the office. I don't know if they're going to do that. But why even engage in this in this practice? But it's common. So if you are a private security officer and your employer is encouraging you to do that, to just skip other properties, do your due diligence, have a one-on-one conversation with them, and ask this employer, like, hey, are the clients being billed for this? And I recommend you do an email, because when the time comes, and this is actually a criminal case, your employer might just, I want to say, start talking too much and actually throw you under the bus. And they may lie. They may say that they never had a conversation with you. They may say that you never asked them whether or not the client was being billed. But you have to do your due diligence. And preferably you want to send an email. You're just wondering, or you're just making sure that the client is not being billed for these ghost passes, the ghost patrols. Now, a lot of you watching this video, you're probably saying, well, Sean, is my employer going to get mad at me because I'm asking my employer these questions? You guys, if you're working for an employer where you're scared to ask your boss these important questions, that's maybe not the company that you want to work for. Now, it does take some type of courage to go to your employer, somebody that has bearing over your livelihood, and ask them these questions. But in the end, who has to face the judge? Who has to face the jury? Now, once again, I don't want to scare you guys, because I know this is super common in private security. I don't want to scare you guys into believing that you're going to be arrested if you start ghosting properties. What is this? It's if you're ghosting these properties and you have knowledge of the actual theft. So you have knowledge that that the employer, your employer, is actually billing the client for these ghost patrols. Then you're going to have a legal issue. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Is this common in the security industry? Let me know, and let me know some ways on how you can deal with this problem. Looking forward to the dialogue. Take care.